in today's video, I'm going to tell you and show you what is a vendor risk assessment and how we in FEHA do a vendor risk assessment. So a vendor risk assessment is basically the process of evaluating third-party vendors to identify potential risks before engaging in a partnerships or renewing existing contract. This assessment is to ensure that the vendors meet the security, compliance, and operational requirements before handling our company's sensitive data. Then there's a few steps that we need to do in the vendor risk assessment. The first one is to identify the vendors, the risk level, and the step 2, define the risk criteria that we have. Step 3, we have to send the vendor risk assessment questionnaire. Step 4, we have to evaluate and score the risk. And back in the days, we have to do it manually, right? So you have to go to their website, you have to ask them, you have to find the things that will answer your risk questions, or maybe check their trust center page and check whether they have this kind of certification or that kind of certification. Everything is just to ensure that their security is good enough to become your vendor, right? However, in FEHA, we can also do that. We can also do vendor risk assessments, but not just manually, but we also can do it with the help of AI. So let's just get started. Okay, so here you already seen the vendors that we have now. So if you haven't had any vendor, you can add it. But right now, let's just start with things that we already have. Okay, so we have Microsoft 365, right? So let's just see. First, we have to tell this application what is the impact level of using the Microsoft 365. What about the risk? It's moderate. And what about the residual risk? Right? So what we need to do is actually just go add the vendors. Well, after we add the vendors, we put on some details that we have here, okay? Like what's the vendor and what is the website, what is the provided service that they give, what is the contact that we can share, and is there any contract to the vendor, and is there any vendor expiration date, and what is the internal personal things that has been assigned to this vendor. Then focusing on the vendor risk assessment, actually you can do 3 things in here. The first one is to upload the vendor risk assessment. So if you already do it manually, maybe you can do it with the Excel, for example. You manage all the things in Excel, you already have the questionnaire in Excel, and finally they already answering your questions, and you already done everything that I said before, like, okay, check in their trust center page, check on their website, do they have this, do they have that, or check with the someone's in their company whether they have this kind of security measures or not. And if you already done that, you can just upload it, right? And if you haven't done anything, you can add new vendor risk assessment. Let's just do it and try it here, okay? So let's just say, is this a vendor cloud service provider? For example, like EIS, PAAS, SIIS. So let's just say it's yes. After that, is this vendor has independent security assurance or certificate, for example, like ISO, SOC 2, Cyber Essential, CISAX, etc. Okay, let's say it was yes, right? If they have, then we have to upload their certificates and the documents there, correct? And if you do it manually, then you have to go to the Microsoft 365, for example, check their trust center page, check the compliance page, and make sure they already have it, right? And what you need to do is to put these things, the certificate that they already you have to this applications. And then you can also upload all the files. So basically, I'm just going to try one files, for example, yeah. But in reality, you have to upload a lot of file. Then go to the next questions. Based on your review on the security assurance or certificate documents, do you consider the security measures implemented by a vendor acceptable according to your risk appetite? Yes, of course. You have to do your own due diligence too. And what's the residual risk rating for this vendor? So after you already get the certification and you already ensure that they are good enough. So you have to check it, right? Okay. The residual risk is now getting low. Okay, what's the rationale behind risk you assign to this vendor? Okay, let's just say, yeah, now it become low because they have an ISO 27001 certification. Let's just certificate, right? So because they comply with ISO, so at least they already maintain some security control or some security measures that they have in their companies. So it aligns with your goals and bare minimum in your company. So when you submit, you already have a report generated manually, right? Okay, that's why you already have the report. And this kind of report is actually what you need to have for every vendor. So if you have to do it manually, it took a lot of time, right? So what you actually need to do is just do it with the help of AI. So how you actually do it is just generate some assessment with AI like this, and you have to wait for about 3 minutes approximately. And after you wait for 3 minutes, they will automatically try to find the question that they already have based on their trust center page or any kind of resource online on the official website. Okay. And if they already get it, then boom, we already have the assessment. What we need to do right now is to review the assessment to make sure that they already have everything that we need. For example, do Microsoft 365 have any security certificate first? Yes, they have it. So the AI is already checked it via this link. So you don't need to do it manually. Next, what security policy and framework do Microsoft 365 follow? Yes, they have the soft security development lifecycle, and they have it here, the assurance privacy. Yes. So do Microsoft 365 have dedicated security team or a chief information security officer? There are no specific record that tell them about it because they cannot find it in here. So you can just next. And you can already see all these type of questions that you should answer it manually. Right now, you can do it automatically via AI and through the help of FEHA website of FEHA platform. Okay, yes. Based on that things, what is the residual risk rating for this vendor? Let's just say now it become lower. And after, what is the risk? What is the rationale behind the risk rating that you assign to this vendor? Let's just say like another one before. Now it become low because they had an ISO certificate and many others. That's it. You already can submit it and you can already view the assessment. Okay, just wait. After you already have it, they will generate automatic report that you can see from this. Okay, that's it. You already answered all the questions. Imagine if you have to do it manually, you have to find it one by one. It will take days, it will take weeks. But with the help of AI, with the help of our platform, you can do it in just a minute. I think that's all for our videos today for the vendor risk assessment. If you have any questions regarding this, don't forget to just check on our website or schedule a demo. Thank you so much.